Now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got Ball. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here's Ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Memphis Ball.
And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant surveying the D. Pass to MP. Fires for three. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Grizzlies. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like. I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there. The team focused on what they can do offensively.
First personal foul.
In this league,
First team
you have
foul.
to score points. Sounds like
Shooting
they
for
have
San
a plan.
Antonio.
Yeah, well, you
Trey
better not
May.
ignore the other side
At
of
the
the
line
ball.
for two.
It doesn't matter how many points you score if you get absolutely no stops on defense.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, goodness, man, my God. MP, man, he's in his bag tonight.
Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Memphis on defense. And he could not get that one to go.
John Morant.
And he'll go
First
to the line
personal
for two.
foul.
Yeah, good job.
Second team foul.
Right after.
It ended in the
Shooting
bubble,
for
but
San
how
Antonio.
about the Spurs playoff
Trey
streak?
May.
22
Two shots.
consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Famers. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson kicks to Lewis. Payne against Johnson. And it's Ball in the corner from past the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. Floats one up. And the shot goes in.
Sweet touch on the float on the Rams.
San Antonio with the timeout.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Pass to man. On the wing, Johnson. One up, one down.
Johnson,
2 points with his first
assist
shot
for
this game.
Well, it
Trey
took them
May.
5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Morant outside. Now the pass to MP. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
Look
foul.
at MP, knows
First team
how
foul.
heavily he's being guarded and
At the
decided to
line
go
for Memphis.
with the pump.
MP.
He hits the second from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ball with it. Now defended by MP. Misses from close range.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurt.
MP with the assist.
Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Johnson. Pass to Man. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. Man can't hit. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. MP, no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by
Kristaps
Porzingis.
Porzingis.
The beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
Down low. And the dunk by MP.
John Morant with the assist.
Screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Passes it to Man. Now Porzingis, guarded by Jackson. Johnson, a wide open look. No good with the triple. Memphis leading by 6. Inside, Bain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be
Keldon
shooting free
Johnson.
throws here.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on
Second
Keldon
team
Johnson. And a moment to
At
look
the
at the
line for
scoring
your
approach in
Grizzlies,
terms of where the
Desmond
points are
Bain.
coming from.
At
for
the line
Memphis.
for 2.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he's good on the second.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Johnson inside. Guarded by Bain.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots.
Spurs foul.
He's out there to reject.
Trey May.
He also loved that
First
Bain
personal foul.
absolutely puts
Third
in the
team
work.
foul.
Oh, high effort guy, high
At the
IQ,
line for
knows
your
exactly
Grizzlies,
where to be on
John
both ends.
Morant.
What a bright
2
future.
shots.
Both good from the line that time.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to MP. Let's go. Good. Nice assist from Morant.
John Morant
Morant's got
with the
3
assist.
assists in the game. Ball against MP. Outside ball. Here's Lewis. And that one goes long.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And that one's good. Morant.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And stolen by MP. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And then Morant. Slams it in.
It'll put you on your feet. Morant slicing through the D.
And now let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. himself.
And ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
Guys for a guy who can make a pass or play like this right in your face.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
San Antonio calls timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Please give a big round of applause for your Princesslayae11's.
Spurs trail by 19. Jackson is out there with Desmond Bain. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's MP in at the two-guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
First team
That's a
foul.
second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Man passes to Johnson. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Utah was all business. He tallied 25 points. And along with what he did in offense, he had a big defensive night as well. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Craig, he'd love to finish that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
The three from Morant. A rebound by the Spurs. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Man, guarded by Morant. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game. And that's a foul.
Second personal foul.
Porzingis.
First team
That'll
foul.
be his second foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor
Steven
for
Adams,
your
he's checked in
Grizzlies.
for Brandon Clark.
Steven Adams.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Bain looking around. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming
Lonzo
up.
Ball. First personal foul.
6'11" frame.
Second team foul.
Down low. Good luck
At the
stopping.
line for
In
Memphis.
your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence. Is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge, and the challenge was how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game, and I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
His third
Always
personal
get to
foul.
evolve, and it's always
Third
going
team
to be
foul.
adapt or die,
At the
especially
line
as you
for
get
Memphis.
older. You have to
Desmond
adapt
Bain.
or your career's going
At
to
the line
end.
for
I
two.
would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Ball no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And finished by Morant.
It's been all about John tonight and scored in so many different ways.
Spurs trail by 21. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
and he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else.
Here's man, guarded by Morant. Pass to man. Ball against MP. 5 to shoot. And Lonzo Ball with the 3. Ball's got 9. Memphis leading by 18. Now here's Morant. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Spurs trail by 18. Man passes to Porzingis. And again, it's the Spurs team.
Yeah, it's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 to the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Morant drives in. Ball with the rebound.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
That shot missing. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Ball against Morant. Back to MP. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Man passes to Lewis.
Memphis foul.
The Spurs have looked good at the line.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is
Second team
good.
foul. Shooting for San Antonio.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
MP, that's for 2. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. 16 points for MP.
He's been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And there's the pass to man. Ball with the
Lonzo
bucket.
Ball.
Ball's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
Johnson surveying the floor. Whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson.
Keldon
That's foul number 2
Johnson.
for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Up top, Morant. 16 points for him. MP finds Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. Richard, you were part of the Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title.
Taking 2 shots.
Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves. So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Passes to Sohan. Right wing. And looks looks like the illegal kick was set up. That's right. That'll get their attention. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be lessened.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
Plays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Grizzlies call their first timeout of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They shot the lights out from deep.
Substitution on the
So
court.
it's Memphis with a full.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Grizzlies 59, the Spurs 45. Your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Johnson, and it's Nora in at the four-man position. Here's Morant. They get it back. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
That's a really nice job from MP
At
to
the line
invite
for
the
Memphis.
contact and then get to the line.
Spurs making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 16. Dishes to Lewis. It's stolen by Adams. Morant backs for 2. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
MP with the
MP's got his
assist.
6th assist on the night. Outside, Porzingis. On the wing, Johnson. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way.
Keldon Johnson.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Morant passes to MP. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Unwilling to let
Defensive
up
foul.
even for a
Lonzo Ball.
moment. That's his killer
His third.
instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Lewis. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And Morant gets his go.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout. Great finish at this jump. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it fiery on also.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
The offense suffering a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see
San
if they can
Antonio
keep
with
the
the
train on
timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
on the wrong side of a scoring run here. We might see a lineup change.
Get on your feet and take that on me.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And that will be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His third
For
personal
his
foul.
first day in the league,
13 foul.
opponents are going to make him earn it
At the line for your Grizzlies,
He'll give him
John
easy
Moore.
look.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Spurs have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He
San
has
Antonio's ball.
terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Johnson outside. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Grant. San Antonio with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And the dunk by MP.
See, that's the coordinated effort. You like to see they read each other's eyes and MP with the finish.
On the wing, Johnson. Man passes to Porzingis. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. MP finds Morant. San Antonio with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the right wing. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the players, but it just feels a lot
Sheldon
bigger.
Johnson, his
Clever play
third
by
personal
Morant,
foul.
sticking with his shots to
14 foul.
ensure he gets himself fouled.
At the line for your Grizzlies,
And guys,
John
let's get your
Morant.
take on the hustle stats for Memphis. San Antonio making a switch here. Wesley's checked in.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league,
Wesley.
I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Morant passes to MP. Fires high post. They grab their own miss. Adams shot is good.
Steven
You have to put
Adams.
a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult Richard to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
The Spurs shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Pass to Man. To the inside. Here's Lewis. Count that one. Lewis has got
Assist
6.
goes to
It looked like he was
Trey
playing against his
Man.
little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
MP against Wesley. MP passes to Adams, and he converts the layup.
Steven
Adams has got his second
Adams.
bucket of the night.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's Wesley, and Adams sends it back, and he's able to get it back. And it's Wesley missing. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Morant. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Bain. Man passes to Lewis. Over Morant. Lewis misses. So MP will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wesley with the ball. He's got 7. The shot will not fall. Adams, some nice D.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Wesley against MP. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. MP's got 24 points.
Okay, go ahead and flex on him, MP. Nice hustle for that second chance bucket.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Man, guarded by Morant. Wesley against MP. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And they recover it. Johnson outside. It's Wesley on the wing. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. MP against Wesley. Now, here's MP. Tight defense on him. The Spurs shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wesley against MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Wesley. Sinks the triple. Wesley's got 10 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Morant dishes to MP.
Hey, right here.
And he banks in the lane. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And the pass to Porzingis. And again, it's the Spurs.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Morant outside. And here's MP for 3.
Two minutes remaining in the third.
From 12 feet out. Adams goes back up. He's off on that one. And the Spurs going the so no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Dominant showing in front of a crowd.
This game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home,
Make
no
sure
doubt
to get home
comes, and
safely,
the
and
execution
we'll see you
was
at the
flawless.
next sporting
And that's
event.
going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
I'm still was ball back. Do some slangs in me, Woody, I call that. I'm before they kick for the family, you part of the. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Disrespect me, I'ma be in all black.